Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Rivers out there with Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Batum passes to Zubac, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Edwards against George. Edwards kicks to Rivers. Edwards drives in, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Highland. Edwards defending. That's tipped, and he stays with it. Here's Highland. Good on the triple.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Bones Highland. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Edwards. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Highland. Edwards defending. George against Rivers. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Prince. Batum against Towns. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add 1 more at the line. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now, here is George. Lock at 6 to the middle. Here's Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Towns against Batum. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Zubac, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Towns. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Leonard after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Batum passes to Leonard. Back to Batum. George against Gobert. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Towns. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. .102 left in the first. Conley feeling it out, and the pass to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside, Batum. Zubac in the post. Working on Anderson. Zubac no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McDaniels finds Reed. Misses from short range.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Rebound, Minnesota. Picked away. Here's Highland. It could go, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Conley. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker into the shooting guard position.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Leonard following the three by Minnesota. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers with the ball. Outside for Batum. Cans it from downtown. Batum's got 5. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And it's a completely new group for Los second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 5.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Gordon outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Plumlee kicks to Powell. Pass to Gordon. Down low. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Plumlee with a screen on Prince. Powell, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Now here's Gordon. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Left side, Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Gordon with it. Picked up by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Rivers finds Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Rivers against Gordon. Back to Edwards. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And now the Clippers on the break. Powell with the ball. Takes it out to Covington. Powell with a screen on Gobert. Covington inside the line. He doesn't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's all evened up. Edwards got 8 points.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks. What
Are you kidding me?
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, boy, you are in for a show.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now Edwards. He's got 8. Now here's Prince. Right wing. Here's Towns. Count that one. Towns has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Mann passes to Batum. Here's Mann. He kicks it to Leonard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. And some nice defense there to end it. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubats. And it's Highland in at point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Ball stolen. Paul George with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. The kick out to Anderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nicholas Batum. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Highland passes to Zubats. Here's Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Leonard with the shot. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Picked his pocket. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Highland passes to George. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Timberwolves shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now, here's McDaniels. Defense right on him. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels passes to Noel. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Leonard kicks to Zubats. Zubats a screen on Anderson. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbow. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Anderson. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Rivers, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Edwards in for Noel. Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Towns trying to get open. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Highland passes to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Gobert dishes to Edwards. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Rivers kicks to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Rivers. Now the feed to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Rivers against George. Here's Highland. The Clippers rebound. Over to the wing. Zubac finds Batum. Here's Highland. Back to Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. And that one is off.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Towns with it. George picks him up. Here's Edwards.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. .32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in for Austin Rivers. Edwards looking it over. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reid gets the bucket.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And the Clippers call time here. Plumlee with it. Oh, missed it. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout and will return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Anderson is out there with Reid. And it's Noel in at the 1.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Batum, it's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And Edwards drops them both. The Clippers trail. Here's Highland. George passes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
And the Timberwolves call time. the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Batum. And now a three-point Clipper lead. Outside, Towns. Here's Noel. Misses the three. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And George kicks to Batum. Out to the wing. Here's Highland. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Towns dishes to Gobert. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough.
The previous play is under
Really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Towns.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
George passes to Highland. Dishes it to Batum. Pass to Zubats. Over Gobert. No good from Zubats. It's tipped. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. That one good for 2.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
In the corner, George with it. Zubats with the screen for George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Towns down low, defended by Batum. They get it again. And there's the pass to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Goes back up. Shot clock at 6. And it's Towns missing. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Inside. Outside for Batum. Here's Highland. Outside Leonard. Outside for Batum. George looking around. A second chance effort. Outside Leonard. Highland passes to Batum. Here's Highland. For the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Goes up off the inbound. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Highland passes to Batum. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Now Edwards. 6 to shoot. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. Gobert with the block. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Leonard. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Paul. Right side Booker, just 5 to shoot. He can't get it to go. And George with some nice D. Here's Morris. George passes to Zubac. Westbrook outside. Another shot to the middle. Leonard finds Zubac. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Pass to Morris. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Leonard for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Booker. And Booker throws it down.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Tries to keep it alive. On the wing, Durant. Second chance effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Shot to stop the run. Leonard with a screen on Booker. Here's George, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Leonard with the ball. Durant covering for 3. George knocks it down from distance. George has got 5.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
And it's good for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. Leonard outside. And And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And Leonard drops them both.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Here's Okogie. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Paul against Westbrook. Here's Ayton. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Zubac. George outside. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. Zubac finds Leonard. George left side. Pass to Morris. From downtown. No good that time. It's all tied in Los Angeles. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morris in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Warren. For 3, George knocks down the triple. George has got 8.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Now here's Warren. It's stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Well, he's edge-of-your-seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
Payne against Westbrook. There's a screen by Biyombo. It's Ross on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Driving inside, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Here's Payne after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Warren with the ball, guarded now by Morris, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, once Warren has the defender in the air, the defender is really at his mercy. You use the pump fake, then you get the contact.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And the Suns will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Durant comes in for Baisley. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Paul in for Payne.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Now here's Covington. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
Previous play is under review.
This challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Ross, he's checked in for Warren. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. The Suns have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Outside Paul. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Outside Covington. Gordon, the pass to Powell. Here's Highland. 6 to shoot. Out to Gordon. Inside. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
You love his attack mentality. Never settling, always keeping the pressure on.
1:14 left in the first half of this game. Here's Highland. Out to Powell from behind the arc. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line on Robert Covington.
And that one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And George with the jam.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handle.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Pass to Aiden. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And the Suns miss again. Back to George. Just 3 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Clippers, 28. The Suns, 16.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Terrence Ross is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped away and stolen by Paul. To the paint. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. Durant's got 9 points.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
The kick out to Morris. George outside. Oh, denied by Durant. They get it back. Westbrook with the miss. The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Outside Durant. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Oh, sweet move. And stolen by Booker. Ross with it. Guarded now by George. Morris against Booker. Crafty move. Paul draws the double. To the left wing. The three from Ayton. The shot no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
For three, George buries it from three. He's got 15.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Here's Durant. He gets it in there.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Paul. Timeout call. The Suns. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Smart move here. Talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Highland. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And Phoenix shooting 41% in this game. Pass to Ross. Right side Booker. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It doesn't go for him. Here's Powell. Covington against Ayton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Covington's got his first bucket in this one.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Durant. He's got 14.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And so here are the Clippers. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Sinks it from distance. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Ross passes to Booker. On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker against Gordon. Pass to Covington. The shot comes out. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
And both free throws good for Durant. Here's Highland. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Phoenix calls timeout. Covington's checked in for Batum. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with this team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Devin Booker. Phoenix is shooting around 41%. It's Hayden with the drive. Ball finds Durant. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lays out. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Back to Ross. Pass to Booker. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And that went off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 20.
What a difference it makes to have someone like Kevin Durant on the floor with his 6th sense to launch the shot before the clock can expire.
Westbrook outside. Leonard for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
Both free throws good from Booker. Here's Westbrook. Out to Covington. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah. And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Booker against George from deep. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 25 points. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Second shot opportunity. And Ross with the layup.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
For three, Covington. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Durant with it, guarded by Covington. Outside for Booker. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter here. It's deflected. Outside Covington to the middle. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Over Covington, and he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Clippers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
For three, Booker, rejected by Westbrook.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good work there as it goes. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. A clean. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Two tremendous passing teams, and it should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Paul dishes to Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the best pick-and-roll players in the history of NBA basketball. He has mastered that aspect.
Here's Gobert, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Towns against Ross. Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Durant finds Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Takes the three. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Towns wide open. Another miss by Minnesota.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Booker the pass to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. To the wing right side. Towns against Ayton. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Noel passes to Towns. To the wing on the left. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good. Suns have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Ayton against Towns. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Prince. Booker dishes to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside, does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Paul. Outside for Durant. The shake and the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's about positioning and length, and Kevin Durant gets up and is ready for the throwdown.
It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Durant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Here's Paul. Reed with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Conley surveying the D. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
No good from Booker.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from the baseline. Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Moss in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. KD can't get it to go.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Stolen by Anderson. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
We've got Conley. Reed is out there with Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. The Suns leading.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Out to the right wing. Back to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Now the pass to McDaniels. Misses the layup. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable sport.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's the screen. Payne passes to Baisley, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Quick off the floor and fluid in everything he does. Darius Baisley, that was impressive.
Edwards with it, working on Payne. Gobert, the pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Payne passes to Okogie. He dishes it to Biyombo. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
And the Suns here with a different look. Kevin Durant's checked in for Baisley. Ross comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne. Noel passes to Towns. Over Paul. And Durant sends it back.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Clock at 6. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Back to Towns. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David thanks. Towns finds Prince. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Durant. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
One more time.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. A drive by Paul. Ross kicks to Booker. And the rejection by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Gobert in the corner. Fires the three. Back to Edwards. Here's Towns. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
And he's good on the second.
Guys, you have to remember, when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Gobert finds Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Minnesota with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
17 foul.
Suns on defense. It's a 3-point game. Here's Towns. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's KD. 9 points in the game so far. Driving in. Ball outside. Durant in the corner. Launches a 3. That one doesn't go.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Just 3 on the clock. And with that, the Phoenix lead is... down to just 1 on the bucket from Towns.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
All right, Dave, thank you. And
Minnesota Timberwolves, 18. The Suns, 19.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Terrence Ross is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Here's Durant into the lane and finished off by KD.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
It's tipped. Prince dishes to Gobert, and he gets the button. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Prince, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Durant. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Ball for three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
He hits the second from the line. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup. Towns has got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And the Suns call time here. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Ball passes to Booker. And that one goes long. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 1. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels finds Rivers. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And the Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Good, nice job down low. And the Suns lead by 2. Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. It's Rivers on the wing. And then Rivers with the dunk.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
Payne gets to Durant. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to Noel. Rivers looking over the floor. Driving inside. Anderson dishes to Rivers. Clock at 2. Here's Gobert. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
The shot by KD. No good. Minnesota in the lead. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Mike Conley's checked in for Noel.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Paul's checked in for Payne. So it's the Timberwolves now. Anderson passes to Conley. The dish to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. With the drive, and Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from Conley. Rivers has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Paul. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Rivers. Basket good. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. It's stolen by Gobert. Anderson outside. Passes to Gobert. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Conley. And it's Alexander Walker. And it's shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Paul kicks to Booker. Ayton the screen. Booker dishes to Ayton. Back to Booker. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Here's Reid. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Here's KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota calls timeout. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
And the Suns call time here. Suns trail by 7. Here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Edwards passes to Towns. Over Ross, and Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Right side Durant. Ross passes to Paul. Back to Ross. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Edwards finds Towns. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
On defense, Minnesota. They lead by 4. Paul passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Noel. Out to Edwards. 4 on the shot. And it's sent back by PD. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Paul surveying the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's CP stepping up to the line, looking unflappable. Not much gets to the veteran point guard.
And it's tied up with that one.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Ball outside. Outside, KD. Okogie, the pass to Ross. Here's Okogie. To the inside. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Edwards. The Timberwolves shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Towns, high post. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fellow right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Durant, wide open, he fires. And the Suns miss again.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
There's the pass to Edwards. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Towns. Edwards kicks to Prince. Into the lane. Great D that time from Durant. And here are the Suns now. Paul passes to Okogie. Back to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. KD can't get it to go. Edwards against KD. Comes up empty down low. And the Suns call time. They trail by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hits the three.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and then we'll put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
Durant way outside, right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. And the Timberwolves call time. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will... These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Towns kicks to Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Edwards. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard position.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And the shot goes down. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Paul against Edwards. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Ayton a screen. Here's KD. Ayton rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Ross to take the lead. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Edwards, and then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Paul outside KD. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. To the left wing. Out to Edwards. Gobert in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Prince in the corner. There's Noel driving to the basket. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trifecta.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Edwards dishes to Towns, and it's Ayton with the rebound. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Ross passes to Ayton. Here's Noel. Edwards kicks to Prince. Passes it to Gobert. A kick out to Towns.
Well, we all know Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most gifted offensive big men we've ever seen. Now you get a chance to show off that incredible free throw percentage when the game is hanging in the balance. Step up, Mr. Towns.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what do you think?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen.
Inside. Ross with a wide open look. And there's the triple. A big 3-pointer, but we might have a review here. And the officials do.
The previous play is under review.
You know, the basket may count after all. We'll see. No guarantees this outcome is going to remain the same.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about...
live on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Westbrook. Now Leonard. No good.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Here's Towns with the drive. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Right side Edwards. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Got to commend the defense from Nicholas Batum, doing all he can to make a difference.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Noel. It's Edwards with a drive, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac high post. Westbrook outside. Zubac screen. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Here's Towns. Guarded by Batum. The kick out to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. And here are the Clippers now. Here's Westbrook. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Edwards, pounded by Westbrook. Here's Prince. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Red?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Leonard on the wing. Leonard double team. George finds Batum. Westbrook right side. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. They get it back. Zubac. Leonard for 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Towns passes to Gobert. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And he gets it back. Over to the wing. Here's Westbrook. Some solid defense from Edwards. And here's Minnesota now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Out to the right wing. Zubac with the steal. Batum against Towns. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. This one for three. Towns with a rebound. Oh, deflected. Now here's Edwards. On the take, and Edwards slams it in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 12. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
We've got McDaniels, Mike Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Anderson in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Pass to Leonard. Going inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
And Leonard drops them both. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And it's in there.
Playing with good instincts. Nickeil making those around him better.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. For 3, Covington. He drops it from range. Covington's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Alexander-Walker. Here's Anderson. He takes it in. Outside McDaniels. Tries again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
And he drops it first. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Back to Gordon. Pass to Covington. Plumlee, a screen on Towns. Covington passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And there's the drive. 4-3. That's good from Covington on the assist by Gordon. Covington's got 6 points.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
The kick out to Edwards. Here's Towns. No luck on that one. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Covington passes to Gordon. Back to Covington. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Covington. Here's Gobert. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
The Clippers grab the miss.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Outside Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Covington. Powell outside. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Highland, guarded by Edwards. Powell passes to Covington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
17 foul.
1:03 left in the second. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Out to Gordon. It's blocked by Gobert.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Shot clock at 3. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Powell. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Towns. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
He was all alone on that one. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Into the lane. He hits it. His fourth make in 10 tries.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Out left to the wing, to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Out to the right wing. Towns against George. Pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. And so a close game as we wrap up the... All right, good stuff, Allie.
24. The Clippers. 19.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Towns double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Down low. Here's Noel. Basket's good.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
The Clippers trail.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Man, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Wow, with that strength, if Kawhi wants to drive it, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now here's Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Pass to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Batum outside. Back to George. And here's Leonard. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. And they recover it. Leonard passes to Batum. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass. McDaniels got 6.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
George passes to Batum. Kicks it to George. Leonard against McDaniels. And that 3's off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns gets the bucket.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here's Batum. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. Gobert against Zubac. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here we go. All alone. And Gobert with the stuff.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
14 foul.
Conley finds Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
This is the area of the game we've seen lots of improvement by Alexander Walker.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for George. And it's Highland in for Mann. Batum, right side. Pass to Highland. The 3-ball. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
That's tipped. Plumlee puts the move on, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. One minute left in the third. Pass to Conley. Outside, Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker. The Clippers grab the miss. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Batum, pass to Gordon. Here's Highland. Out to Powell. Pass to Batum. Inside. Gordon finds Batum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Anderson.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
Here's Edwards. And he can't get that one. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Highland comes in for Russell Westbrook, and he sinks the second. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Out to Covington. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Noel. And George with some nice D. The Clippers shooting just 37% so far in this one. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here's the fast break. He launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George outside. Pass to Highland. The 3 is up. Out to Covington. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Here's Edwards driving in, and the layup is good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Covington passes to Leonard. Pass to Highland. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And stolen by Edwards. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Covington. Here's Noel. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Just 5 on the clock. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Baseline jumper. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 22 points.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
To the paint. Leonard passes to George. Shot by Leonard, no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 10-2 run here. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now on Robert Covington.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Leonard outside. Knocks down the long J.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First one falls for him. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Edwards. Here's Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, the little up fake.
And Leonard drops them both. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley with the ball. Puts up a three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Here's Highland. There's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Reed finds McDaniels. Zubac with the steal. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to...
We have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
Outside for Durant. And the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Morris passes to Leonard. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they had accomplished in a bit of time. Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Westbrook kicks to Zubac. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Now here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Paul dishes to Ayton. The Clippers grab the miss. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 5 now.
To have a knockdown 3-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Now here's Paul. Booker with no one around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes a step back. Leonard the pass to Morris. George against Booker. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Clock at 4. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker kicks to Paul. The pass to Ayton. Paul against Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Drives to the hoop. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, it back off the miss. One of Ayton's special.
Leonard finds Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George, rejected by Booker. Outside Durant, lets the 3 fly, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 8.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
The 3 from George, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Leonard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Will it go? And finished off by Leonard.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Here's Paul. Passes it to Ayton. Booker outside. Back to Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's George finishing it off.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game. George, no good on the free throw. Booker with it. George picks him up. Ross on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Durant. And no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Sun. He got...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3 slot. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Pass to Ayton. And the layup is good.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul looking around. Driving inside. Durant wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one, good. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
Good luck at trying to match up with Paul in these sets. He's just so good. It's nearly impossible trying to stop him from breaking your defense apart.
Now here's Gordon. Dishes it to Plumlee. And stolen by Ayton. Paul outside. He kicks to Ross. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 on the shot clock. Count the basket. And it's a 10-point Suns lead. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
And the Suns call time. Biombo's checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Paul. Phoenix leading by 7. Booker outside. KD sets the pick for Booker. Outside Durant from past the arc. Here's Ross. Kicks to Biombo.
2 minutes.
Another shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The pass to Plumlee. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's only a 5-point Suns lead.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Booker the pass to Payne. Plumlee with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Covington. Good work defensively by KD. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. Payne dishes to Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Covington. Highland passes to Plumlee. Outside, Covington. Pass to Plumlee. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Fires top of the key. Kicks it out to Gordon. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Here's Durant. Pass to Ross. Now Payne. Back to Ross. Outside Durant. And finished off by KD.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Highland's shot is good. Highland's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Outside Durant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. And it's no good. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Ross in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. The Clippers trail.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. KD with it. Now Covington defending. Durant kicks to Paul. Timeout call, the Suns. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Frank, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. Yeah, I think it's a conversation.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Screen by Durant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The Suns leading. Ball outside. Feeds to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Pass to Ross. Takes a 3. Connects from three-point range. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Leonard kicks to Zubac. The dish now to Leonard. Gordon against Ross. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Durant. And Phoenix pushing it up now. KD leading the charge. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 6-point Suns lead
Doesn't it just look like he's gliding down the floor? Durant in transition is just beautiful art.
Outside Leonard. Outside George. Westbrook kicks to George. Sweet move.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And the Suns call time. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Westbrook against Paul.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Paul. Clippers trail by 6. Westbrook passes to Leonard. On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. So he gets them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Phoenix leading by 4. The pass to Ross. Booker outside. Here is Ross.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul left side. 5 to shoot. KD can't get it to go.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns making a change here. Biombo's checked in. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. All up top, he's covered by Westbrook. Paul kicks to Booker. 1:30 left in the third. No good from Ross. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Kicks it out to Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. Covington's got 6 points.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Paul. It's good. And the Suns lead by 1.
And look, if you're going to allow him to get to the bucket that easily, this lead's going to go from small to big real quick.
Westbrook and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers is his triple-double record unbreakable. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
So here's Westbrook following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside for George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here is Los Angeles now after the Suns pick up 2. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Paul passes to Ross. Poked away and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Coming onto the floor for your son, Kevin Durant.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And George kicks to Covington. Outside Westbrook with 1 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'm happy I never had to guard Westbrook. I'll be honest. He might be the last guy I'd want to check in the NBA.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Covington in at the small forward.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now, here's Covington. Back to George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Ross, that's good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He is a strong finisher with momentum behind him. You won't see Leonard lose his touch or balance on his drive.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Booker the pass to Paul. Count it, and the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
That is a gamer, and his name is Chris Paul. Absorbs the contact, well on his way up, and finds ways to finish.
And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Highland's shot is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And KD, here we go. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Highland. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Suns. Paul outside. Booker right side. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now Paul. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ross with a wide open look. Paul kicks to Booker. Driving the lane. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Takes it out to Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Big time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Paul outside. Durant sets his screen for Paul. Outside for KD.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Ayton in the corner. The three. Drills it from outside.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Here's Highland. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their four lead.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Ayton, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Steps back. Takes it out to Covington. Nobody near Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Clippers leading by 5. Outside Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Highland. Defended by Booker. And that one's good. Leonard.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
KD dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Here's Highland. Outside Leonard. Zubac's a screen on Ayton. Leonard kicks to Covington. And the 3 off target. Suns on offense. 6-point game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from Booker. Covington with it. Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. Covington wide open. He fires. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. David, thank you as always.
Thank you, fans.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in.
could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest. How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
The kick out to Conley. Poke loose and stolen by Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Ross. Outside for Booker. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few. A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Yep, that one's good.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Towns against Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Another shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Ross. Back to Paul. Durant with a screen on Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Paul. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive and talented.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Ross.
2 minutes.
Pass to Durant. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Suns have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Paul passes to Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. They need this. Second chance shot. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Here's Payne. Pass to Biyombo. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The Timberwolves shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Here's Ross. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Warren, the pass to Payne. Outside Ross. Takes the three. Towns with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Ross. McDaniels inside. Goes back up. Edwards. And Biyombo with the block. And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their...
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Darius Baisley. Josh Okogie is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Back to Payne. Pass to Okogie. Here's Baisley. Fires for three. That shot off the mark. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Here's Warren. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Booker defending. Back to Noel. The three is up. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely.
Timberwolves foul. Jeremy Noel. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Paul. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Ross. Clock at 6. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they'll keep possession. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Prince with the bucket.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The kick to Durant. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow, so you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Ball against Conley. Outside for Booker. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Gobert. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns leading. Outside Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Ross. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
Both good from the line that time. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Durant. Paul for 3. That one is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. For 3, Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Outside Durant. Outside Booker. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 18 points in the game. Outside Conley. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Paul against Conley. Outside Booker. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Outside Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
That free throw good from Booker.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Conley with the ball. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And so Towns nails them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Conley against Paul. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Edwards.
My goodness. Come on now.
And he dunks it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The three, Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Paul passes to Durant. Durant draws the double. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Outside Paul. To the inside. Double clutches. Ayton, no good.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance.
Oh my! Throwing down.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Pass to Booker. And here's Ayton. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Now McDaniels. Right wing. Towns passes to Gobert. For the lead. That shot off. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. The Suns have gone only 1 for 6 here in the 2nd half. Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. Second chance effort. And the layup by Durant. Durant's got 20 points.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Free throw good, Edwards. The Suns making a switch here. Payne's checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Here's Payne. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Noel, defended by Payne. He's off on the layup. For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this 3rd quarter. Just 3 of 9. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anderson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he's good on the 2nd. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Here's Noel. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. Here's Noel to the paint. Reed finds Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Over Edwards. And the Suns miss again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Prince. Outside Edwards. Clock at 4. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, Durant. The 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Bismack Biyombo.
19 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And here's Anderson, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Noel. Here's Edwards. Reed. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Payne and Booker in the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Biyombo in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Reed, defended by Biyombo. Shot is good by Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Outside Payne. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Anderson. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota in the lead. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Uses the glass on the layup.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Towns finds Gobert. And they double up Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Over Booker. And another basket for Minnesota.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Outside Paul. Pass to Durant. Now here's Biyombo. Here's Ross driving to the basket.
And when Ross gets ahead of steam going to the rim, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of there.
Conley passes to Gobert. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Phoenix calls timeout. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Up top, Paul. The kick to Durant.
Come get it, come get it.
Driving inside, and Durant with the big finish.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Ball against Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
It's Booker on the wing. And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker's capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Down low. And Gobert with the stop.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs him.
Here's Paul. Here's Durant. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Conley passes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. 4-3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Outside Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert passes to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Ayton. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Biyombo, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Noel's checked in.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Paul, shot is off. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Paul.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
For 3, Durant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Back to Paul. And so it's Minnesota with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never